Brazil edged Japan in a 2-1 finale. Although it was not a fantastic start for Brazil at the beginning of the match, Japan nicked the ball in the midfield and they scored the first goal. But Brazil came back in the second half and dominated the game. Although Brazil had more possession in the first half, but they were not clinical. They lacked that incisive line-breaking passes. But in the second half, Vinicius Junior, Ryan, Bruno Guimaraes, they stepped up and take the game by the scruff of the neck and change the game totally. And Vinicius was very, very influential with his flicks and tricks, neat passes, going past Japan, breaking their lines, pulling away two players and creating space for Brazilian players. So, and Gabriel Martinelli had the last say in the 90 plus minute. And this is the second knockout match that will be decided with a late goal in the 90 plus minute after Canada's goal against South Africa yesterday. So Brazil edged Japan in this match. Wow, what a match. The match was very, very interesting. And Brazil put a lot of pressure and Suzuki was very, very good between the sticks for Japan. He made some strings of saves, but Casemiro scored that header. He has scored about 8 headers for Manchester United. Out of 9 goals, scored 8 headers. So I was not even surprised when he pulled at the far post and nicked that header. So good one for Brazil. So with the way I'm looking at this now, it seems Martinelli is very good in the box centrally instead of playing him out wide. And look how Carlo Ancelotti was able to get the best out of him. I watched his game against Haiti. He was very good against Haiti. Played today again and he came up with the goals for Brazil and getting the second goal. So it seems, I don't know, maybe Mikel Arteta can convert him to a striker, although that means Arsenal will be having two transitional striker in Martinelli and Gyökeres. But though they still have the Kai Havertz that can play ball to fit, then Arsenal will have to move on from Gabriel Jesus if they have to convert Martinelli to a central striker, then go for a left winger. Because mainly when Martinelli came to Arsenal, he was not a left winger. It was Mikel Arteta that converted him to a left winger. Martinelli is a central striker. But due to the fact that Arsenal don't have a left winger at that time, he moved him to left wing. And although Martinelli has pace, he can, run past his opponent very well. But now it seems he's good centrally. And look at that goal, a well-placed finish from him. So, Mikel Arteta, you can convert Martinelli to a central striker for us next season and sell Gabriel Jesus. Although Arsenal is staying for the likes of Krupi or Hendrick, but I don't see Hendrick leaving Madrid. But Krupi will cost a lot of money. So, we can convert Martinelli to a central striker and move on from Jesus, sign a left winger. So, good one for Brazil.